What's up, y'all? It's your boy Faye. You know what? I'm not even gonna edit that. I'm gonna just leave it like that. That's hilarious.
It's your girl Flo.
That's crazy. I'm not even. I was about to. You know what? I ain't even gonna do that. I'm not gonna try to end the video. We gonna start. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, you know, right now we chilling. We in the pool room. We trying to make some content because we ain't gonna be together for a while. When I go to South Korea for my first deployment in the army as an infantry soldier, you know. It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? We're stacking a lot of money over there, it's gonna be crazy. But I want to talk about SR Nofap, and I want to make a confession. Something that we know about. That's what I think it's about to be like. You know what I'm saying? This is nah. Because I told her, I was like, we was trying to think of something to record, and I'm like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You could just pick up from where I leave. We could just flow. So when she probably heard that, she like, oh, what you got going on? Nah. So this is something we spoke about, and I'm gonna be real with y'all about it. And it's something that you can probably take into account maybe for your journey, because a lot of times on the Nofap journey, we thinking, I'm gonna get myself together on my own, and then I'm gonna get in a relationship because I don't want to bring that baggage in a relationship. You know, a lot of times we super hard on ourselves, right? Because what you got to understand is that on the journey, you know, knowing is obviously half the battle, but you're not just gonna conquer the next half of the battle just because you got the other half or the first half, which is the knowing. It's now a ongoing battle. You know what I'm saying? Like these wars in real life, like with, you know, America going at Iraq for years and all these other wars that, you know, it's a process. Every war is a process, and that's a real war. Because with the conquering of that, you know, of that battle comes it, not even just, it's not a little type of change, and that's what makes us so excited on the journey, is because it's a extreme change. Just think about America not being controlled as it is by the government, and not, you know, with these weird shows and commercials throwing weird truths in our face about we may live in a reptilian world, you know, controlled by people that, you know, invaded the planet, all of this stuff that they just want us to be anxious and wondering, and you know what I'm saying? Just imagine America not being like that, and America being about love, peace, happiness, prosperity, everybody holding hands like this. It's just like the vibe of the world is just where it's supposed to be. That is the type of change of you going from where you was to where you want to be. That's how extreme the change is. So one thing I've learned on my journey, right? I've learned one of the cliche sayings that they say: you don't choose when you fall in love. It sounds like one of those corny movies that you would see on Netflix. That'd be the title of it. You don't choose who you fall in love with. Something like that, but they might make it a little bit shorter and make it sound a little bit more wavy as like a movie title, but then you'll see that it'd be like, I'm not watching it. You know what I'm saying? But it's for real, right? Because think about it like this. I just wanted to find somebody that, you know, would believe in me while I'm grinding, would want to see me for me while I'm grinding. And it happened in the most craziest way that I could have never imagined. You know, while I was on YouTube, you know, wasn't a super fly dude, right? Just on there, not super big and nothing like that, but I just had a strong voice and a message, and I was unique in my character and the way I carried myself and what I stood for. And she found me, came to me, and it's a blessing. And now I got hit with not an ultimatum, but with like I'm in love with shorty, but I'm not right within. But then in my mind, I'm like, I could not be in a relationship, but then I don't want a chance that I don't find something like that. Shorty wanted to be with me when I had absolutely nothing. What if when I get where I want to be, I'm going to be always thinking about her? Because she seen me for who I was before any other girl did. And it's going to be easy to see me for being strong, wise, energy crazy, super fit. Cause I done master SR and where I wanna be, master SR and master Nofap. It's gonna be a crowd of women that's gonna want me. And we all know that about the journey. How magnetic it makes you, especially when you're doing all of the other right things that you need to do on the path to make yourself well-rounded. So I took that leap of faith, literally, and in my mind, I'm like, all right, I must do the best I can to see if I can make this relationship work while don't even really got myself in the bag the way I want to with, keep on relapsing on Nofap and things of that nature. And I'm just also not in a good place in my life. Relapses that happen within a relationship, which cause, turmoil and things of that nature. And I always just understood these certain things wouldn't be happening if I had myself under control. So it came with a lot of lessons, a lot of downloads that I'm thankful for, that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't take that chance, right? Because a lot of times I had to ask myself, is the real reason why I don't want to be in this relationship is because I want to be well when I'm at my best, or is it because I don't want her to see me for who I am while I'm trying to grow?
That's deep.
Because you're at your rawest form when you find a path that you want to be on, but you don't know how you're going to get there. You don't know when you're going to get there, but you know you want to get there. And it's going to be a lot of mistakes and a lot of tripping and falling and having to get back up and dust yourself off, and then you trip and fall again, and you don't even care to dust yourself. You just dirty, and you just like, all right, I'm at it again. And you know what I'm saying? I want my woman that I'm going to be with and my teammate to see that, because I just think that's important for, as a team, to see things like that. And what I've come to realize is that, what I've come to realize, going into the relationship is that when we would have these trips, right, when she would fly out and we would spend time together, those would be the times where it felt like Nofap, like the journey and the battle was non-existent. It didn't exist no more. And then I would really question myself, and then it would hit me like a bag of rocks as soon as she went back home. It had been times, embarrassingly enough, I don't think I've ever told nobody this, but I relapsed a couple days after she left. And obviously it just make you like, how do you explain this? And then I'm trying to explain it because I just want to have integrity in my relationship. And I put myself out there and I'm just feeling stupid. And this is like, as a man, what make you attractive is being grounded, so I got to see a lot of things with just trusting in the process and still being real and seeing who she is and how she still want to ride with me and she still see the vision. In my mind, I'm like, wow, how? But she always did, right? In the back of my mind, I'm like, she don't want to be with me. I guess I'm willing to have to accept that. I don't want to be in the back of my mind like, oh, I don't want to tell her this and then be embarrassed and then I got to make a video about how my girlfriend broke up with me because I'm a porn addict. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to live a real life because there's so much fake going on in the world. If I got to live a real life, even because I'm being weak, fuck it. That's just how much I just want to live in a real reality. That's how bad I want it. And sometimes I didn't realize what I was doing, but I see it now. I was showing the universe how bad I wanted that. And I was sacrificing, that by doing that in ways that I didn't want to do it. And that's what's more real to the universe. And they respect that. The spirit gods out here that's looking for the real out here to guide and to lift up, And pretty much what I'm trying to say is that I realized, and I'm being real vulnerable with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But what I realized, that we've had this conversation, like I said, about how I don't think, I could, how do I say this, right? I don't think I could do this journey without her. Because, like they say, right? And you can't do everything by yourself. Right? And sometimes as men, we want to control everything. For example, when a saying like that is brought to your attention, you can't do everything by yourself. As a man, we already thinking about, okay, it'll mean for stuff like this. as men, we gotta learn how to just step back, bro. We don't have control over shit. The ego, it make you think that you got all the answers. All we know and all we have is now. And all I know is that for the vast majority, when I've been by myself and having to face myself, it's just too hard to do by myself. But when we together, and it's like it disappears. I don't ever understand in my mind how it's people out here that is in a relationship and even doing something like that. For some reason, even when we go through what we go through in our relationship, it's easy for me to still like soak that up. Like I'll take a walk outside, whatever, or like I'll just, like I could sit with that. But when I'm by myself and I'm fighting my own demons, it's like, I want to look at other women. But when I'm with her, we going through what we going through. It's not like I want to be with another woman. Because I know at the end of the day where it stems from. I know myself and I know frequency enough to know when you're trying to grow and flow out here in life and you just at a certain place frequency-wise, certain things is going to happen. I don't think in my mind, oh, these things is happening because this relationship can't work. No, because I know frequency-wise where I'm at, where she's at, where we're trying to be, right? So certain things will happen when you're just in a certain place. And I don't never have no thought in my mind of not being loyal in real life with an actual another real person. Because I know at the end of the day, like, you still gotta build with anybody out here in this life. When it comes to being in a relationship. And the foundation of where we came from and what we trying to build, to me, is something way more special than any other relationship in my mind, could be. And, I appreciate this relationship for that. And this is why, I'm ready to marry her. And I'm ready to, spend the rest of my life with her. And I'm ready to, really just accept that I know once we live together, I'ma officially be able to be, and conquer myself in a way that I've been trying to do for years by myself. And the way that she make me feel when things are smooth and when we vibing, or even when we not, that's still never a thought on my mind. And I pay attention to that. And it just lets me know, like, this is a sign. This is something that I need to invest my time in. Because through investing my time in us, just by default, I'm gonna be stacking up so much days on Nofap. Next thing I know, I'm gonna be like, oh snap, I'm finally 6 months clean. I'm finally 1 year clean. No hesitation in it. Because I find it in my mind way more embarrassing and way just like, I can't even imagine we in the same crib and I slide off to the bathroom to go do that. Nah, I don't even know how there's people out there doing that, but just, that's why, bro, guilt, I'm telling you right now, guilt is a cancer. And we understand that, right? Because Nofap, it show you that. The guilt that come with that, bro, that joint is like cancer. It just eats you up little by little by little by little. Is like, woo, it ain't a game. But I just want to share that with y'all. And I know I said a lot, but is there anything you want to like maybe say after everything I just said?
Well, I need you too. And you've changed my life in a way that, has saved my soul. So I'm so happy that you feel like I add value to your life, and this is something that puts you on your path and purpose, and I can help you become more powerful,
Yeah.
Love you.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.